Today, we are talking about the animal that holds the title of the heaviest flying bird to ever exist, Argentavis magnificens. Its name is quite direct. Argent comes from its place of origin, Argentina, and avis is Latin for bird. Magnificens means magnificent. Together, they create the magnificent Argentine bird. It belonged to the extinct family of giant birds of prey known as Pteratornithidae. Today, no species from this family survives. For a real-world comparison in anatomy and scavenging habits, its closest living relative is the majestic Andean condor. Argentavis lived during the late Miocene, roughly 7 to 9 million years ago. It coexisted with creatures like terror birds and marsupial saber-tooths. Yet, none of these posed a threat to a healthy adult. The only things that stopped them were disease or flight accidents. For a 70-kilogram creature with a 7-meter wingspan, flying was hard work. It required specific conditions, leaping from high points, where simulations show it would drop about 20 meters before gaining lift, or using 10-degree slopes to gain speed. A third option was strong headwinds, around 5 meters per second, to minimize the effort. Another fascinating point is its reproduction, known as K strategy. This is very similar to what we humans do, investing all energy into the quality of a single offspring rather than quantity. They incubated just one egg roughly every 2 years. The chick took up to 16 months to become independent and 12 years to reach full physical maturity. Their lifespan? Likely between 50 to 100 years, similar to modern vultures. To sustain such massive effort, the leading theory is aggressive kleptoparasitism. In short, stealing food from other animals. This allowed them to avoid the exhaustion of the kill. They didn't just land quietly. The bird would plummet from the sky, fully extending a terrifying dark silhouette of 7 meters across the plains. Projecting guttural, terrifying noises, this sheer intimidation was enough to force massive predators, like the saber-toothed marsupial Thylacosmolus, to flee and abandon their fresh kills. But keeping a flying giant alive came with a brutal metabolic cost. A single bird needed to patrol a massive territory of 542 square kilometers. This forced the animal into an exhausting marathon, flying over 2,100 kilometers every 3 days, gliding for 12 hours a day, at a relentless speed of 68 kilometers per hour. To supply the insane energy required for this daily patrol, the Argentavis had to devour up to 10 kilograms of meat every single day. But the end eventually came, likely due to thin air. During the Miocene, Earth had a denser, heavier global pressure, around 1.3 bar, due to a different chemical atmospheric composition. This was perfect for heavy birds, but as the world cooled toward the Pliocene, pressure dropped to 1 bar. The speed required for flight rose sharply, and the bird's morphology became its own curse. Those 7-meter wings didn't allow for quick evolutionary downsizing. Consumed by the unbearable energy cost of forced takeoffs, their fragile K-strategy reproduction was crushed, sealing the final extinction of this species from the plains.